The problem with Ted Cruz's defense of a Nazi salute, "My God," he exclaimed as he slammed his desk, railing at Attorney General Merrick Garland during a hearing Wednesday over the Justice Department's attempt to address harassment and threats of violence at public school board meetings. A parent did a Nazi salute at a school board because they thought the policies were oppressive. Then he asked Garland, "Is doing a Nazi salute protected by the First Amendment?" Garland responded calmly, "Yes, it is. Of all the constitutionally protected expressions of dissent we see and hear in America today, the Nazi salute is the one Cruz chose to defend. Instead of acting like a statesman in the midst of a growing crisis, Cruz took what has become the road more traveled, trying to score points, provoke an emotional response, and perhaps get noticed, approvingly, in the farthest fringes." I don't think Cruz is anti-Semitic. I think he is operating within the model of the rage-chasing Facebook algorithm, which seems to motivate so many politicians in his party ever since it helped drive the former president to power and keep him at the top of the GOP. Among the recent revelations about Facebook, we learned the social network programmed its algorithm to reward more provocative and emotional content by placing it higher up people's news feeds. Reaction emojis that allow users to signal either love, ha, wow, angry, or sad, for example, were considered 5 times more valuable than the standard likes. This has ratcheted up the use of extreme rhetoric and contributed to the country becoming angrier and more divided. For politicians of a certain ilk, the same pursuit of attention and emotion has become routine.
Misuse of Holocaust and Nazi analogies devalues the significance of a chapter which remains one of the most thoroughly documented and powerful cautionary events in history. It's important to remember now when American society feels like it is coming apart at the seams. In a survey released this week by the American Jewish Committee, 82% of Jews said they thought anti-Semitism in the U.S. increased in the past 5 years. Nearly 1/3 said they feel less secure than a year ago, and 39% said they have changed their behavior, avoiding posting online content or wearing items that would identify them as Jewish, out of fear of anti-Semitism. Interestingly, 46% said anti-Semitism is taken less seriously than other forms of bigotry. Instances of anti-Semitism have also appeared in schools. During the most important holiday period in Judaism, 2 swastikas and Hail Hitler graffiti was found in a high school boys' bathroom in Cobb County, just outside Atlanta, Georgia. Days later, another school in the same county reported similar graffiti praising Hitler, the man who tried to kill every single Jew in Europe, and nearly succeeded. The problem today is not just coming from the right. As ADL Director Jonathan Greenblatt wrote in the Washington Post, antisemitism is also rising on the left, even if it's a more subtle problem. The overwhelming majority of violence against Jews comes from the far right, but an ill wind is blowing from the political left. Right-wing antisemitism is the lethal category 5 hurricane, threatening to bring immediate catastrophe, he wrote. Antisemitism on the left, however, is more akin to climate change. Slowly but surely, the temperature is increasing. Greenblatt's article was prompted by an announcement from the Washington, D.C. chapter of the Sunrise Movement, an environmental group, that it would not speak at a climate rally because of the participation of 3 mainstream Jewish organizations that support Israel. The Sunrise Movement also called on the groups to be banned, even though it did not object to non-Jewish organizations that hold the same views. The historian Deborah Lipstadt, the Biden administration's nominee for the State Department's anti-Semitism envoy, called it an overtly anti-Semitic act. The rally organizers rejected Sunrise's action, and the chapter later apologized unequivocally. At least this time, there was a recognition that the action was anti-Semitic. Again, no one is disputing that. Certainly not the Attorney General. The question here is not about free speech and what it allows. The issue is whether Americans and their political leaders will act on the basis of a higher principle than political point scoring, and ultimately be able to douse the flames of hatred and division that are weakening the country. Ted Cruz, it seems, doesn't get it.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe